ain't really trying to get no feature. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want some other shit, you know? Because I'm be able to tell, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I don't do a lot of shit, because I had incidents happen before. That's the first time I've been shot in my life going to do a motherfucking feature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that kind of made me start looking at shit different.
Oh, you know? No. Well, there's no way we going to end with this.
Yeah.
Bro. You know we can't go with that. Yeah, can we get that? What like, you was going to get a feature? I mean, you was doing a feature?
Yeah, I was doing a feature.
What
downtown.
Downtown?
Yep.
Chicago?
Yep, it was like on 21st and Canal. Yeah. Like 21st and Canal. Motherfucker had called. My mans actually had called me like, you know, he ain't had nothing to do with it. Let me clear that up. He didn't have nothing to do with it. I had just went to a studio. Motherfucker had called me for a feature that he had, you know what I'm saying, knew. And we ended up going to the studio. And we went to the studio. You know, they got the little rooms and shit where you go in there and smoke. It's, you know, different niggas in there and shit. Wow. And nigga recognized me and was like, you know, like, man, ain't you... And I'm like, you know, who is you? He like, I'm from over east. I be on 71st. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, shit, who you know? He like, he get the name and I ain't gonna speak on niggas' name, but he get the name and motherfuckers that, you know, I don't fuck with. I ain't fond of. So I'm like, okay, cool. So he like, once I told him where I'm from, he like, oh yeah? So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, who you know? He couldn't name nobody. You know, he couldn't name, no, he knew my area because of the niggas' names that he mentioned, but he couldn't say nothing. So I'm like, oh yeah, this nigga fool. So I had left and ended up doing, went in there and doing the future. So the whole time, motherfucker had called the motherfucker. Motherfucker was waiting downstairs at the studio for me when I came down. You know, motherfuckers did what they did, you know, but...
That's some Tupac shit.
Yeah, you know, you on some scary shit, man. You ain't really gonna succeed. You know, you might, but, you know, niggas was on some scary shit. You know, if he wasn't, I probably wouldn't be here, you know, but, you know, thank God that I am here, you know, so...
Well, he's dangerous in studios, though?
Hell yeah.
I heard that, though. That's dangerous in studios.
I ain't gonna say no rapper name, though, but you be seeing what happened to a lot of, you know... Little Shorty leaving the studio, you feel me? Little Alec Capone, you see what happened to him? Like, you can't trust these niggas, these engineers, cause a lot of these niggas be dick riders, or, you know, if you is finna come somewhere, you can't tell too many people, cause motherfuckers will give motherfuckers a heads up, and you could be coming up out of there, and if you ain't coming out that bitch brazy, you know, and on point how you supposed to be, you'll lose your life. Yeah, that studio shit get your ass lined up.
Man, that's crazy, man. You know, before we get up out of here, I got one last thing I want to ask you, man. The last 6, 7 people I've been interviewing, I've been asking them this, and I want to ask you too, Whodi. Do you think you can give us an exclusive drill story? And I don't mean the Blicking story, okay? What I mean by drill story is I asked FBG Cash Out if he can give me an exclusive drill story. Wow. He told me that he met a guy from Chicago who claims to be the biggest rapping robber. And when he met him, he didn't feel like he was a robber.
Damn. We know what that is.
I asked Nino from No Love City an exclusive story. He told me he was in jail with Famous Dex. And he told him that he was going to mess with him and shit when he get out of jail. And then he went blank on him. You know a lot of famous people. Yeah. You even a famous person yourself. Can we get an exclusive story nobody might know about? Maybe you're smoking with somebody and they tripped and fell to anything that the fans might think is funny or cool or might like. I got a good edit game, so I'm going to edit us right into it.
Man, I'm really trying to speak on. I'm really trying to think of some shit I can really speak.
Because you know a lot of people, including yourself. You know, we'll take
yeah, you know, but I don't really want to.
You know, every time you've been smoking with LBG Wooski and he might have hallucinated, thought he seen the ghost or anything.
Nah.
You might have been in jail and seen the rapper get pressed or something. You know, you might have heard anything. Something to feel.
Nah, I can give you this one, though. This is cool.
Okay.
I was just trying to speak on what I can speak about without saying too much, like Father Street shit. Like, okay. Nah, but okay, I'll give you someone with, I had caught a pistol case shit. I go to the county and shit. I'm in there with, I get on deck. Rico Recklezz.
Oh, okay.
Rico Recklezz on the deck with me and shit. So, you know, he fuck with one of my homies and shit. So, you know, we end up, you know, we communicate. We politicking there that day though. So my Celly, you know, Rico used to come in the room and we used to be talking and shit. And, you know, my Celly was always saying this and, you know, saying what he be doing and he be doing this. So, I don't know what the fuck happened. I think I went to court and I came back. And I'm like, motherfucker, like, man, Rico and your Celly got into it. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck happened? So I'm asking Rico. He like, man, nigga, bitch, boy, nigga be lying. Ooh, stunning shit, sneak this. So I'm like, man, y'all leave that shit alone, man. So we in my celly there talking. I'm asking my celly like, damn, like what the fuck you a fool get into it for? Man, you know, he get to talk his little shit, so Rico hop up off the bunk, run around the bunk, busting. He bust my celly. So now I'm sitting back waiting for it to go down. My celly just sitting there like, I'm damn, you know what I'm saying? Don't think that this is my man. You know, you just my celly, this is my homie though, but damn, go defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? You looking at me like you want me to tell. You know what I'm saying? I was crunchy. Rico busted me. He just sat back like, damn, that's what you want, boy. I'm like, damn. I'm like, oh man, like I can't even really communicate with him no more after that though, man. You know, he just can't. I think, matter of fact, he ended up going home after that too though. Fight was good for him though, cause Rico's on his ass.
Man, I appreciate that, man. I think the fans appreciate that story right there, man. You know, you're leaving out the store today. A fan run up on you today, Whodi. They never did a rap song a day in their life. You know, they don't know anything about the rap game, but they made a decision that today they want to be a rapper. They bumped into you. What kind of advice did you give them?
Man, stay in your lane. Do the type of music that you really type of do. Like, don't do what these you see other motherfuckers doing. Fathers dissing dead motherfuckers and rapping about all that goofy shit and showing a gun out in your videos. Like, be your man, be your own self, take your own route, cause that shit that's like the shit that's going on now, it ain't all, you know, talked up to what motherfuckers think that it is. Like, you really hopping in that drill shit, talking about it, and then you know the chance you losing your life. You know what I'm saying? You trying to make it in music, then do music. You know, like dudes say that, hey man, that good music gonna be around forever. That bullshit gonna be here today, then they're gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you make, I just say just make good music, man, and don't let no motherfucker have you hopping into no shit that you ain't got nothing to do with. Like, even when niggas do say shit about you and they make diss songs about you, I know it might be hard to not reply back to it, but when you reply back, you giving motherfuckers that energy, and it's just gonna, like, if that ain't you, don't try to betray that image, you know?
And I appreciate the love, Whodi. It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter. Pt5.